GM Tesla Aftermarket Accessories again, and now we're going to show everybody how to install the great Model Y 3-piece front lip spoilers. I'm going to take this glossy carbon fiber coated version and show us, or show everyone how to install it. And we'll go over the hardware, everything. We've shot some close-up videos of the screws and how the self-tappers work. And rest assured, we're not going to screw into the paint at all. This is only under the car, the undercarriage, the rocker panel, and the front end. So no paint will be touched by any of the screws. So let's start off with what we got. You're going to get a bag full of hardware, and the most important thing is to locate the stainless steel screws first. Now these silver ones are the ones that are going to join the 3 pieces together. So you only need 4 of them. We usually give you 5. And then the most important thing is washers. You have to use a washer with each one. So let's put one together and show you how this looks, how it's going to work, and how it's going to be really well received like our Model 3 ones are. So first of all, notice the pattern. This is hydro-coated 3D carbon fiber printed coating on top of the ABS plastic. So you'll notice the pattern is really nice. It matches usually really nice from one piece to the other. And these are the holes. 4 holes here, 2 here, 2 here. And we're going to install the whole thing for you. So the first thing we want to do is connect the front right to the centerpiece. So on a very nice table, don't scratch it up. Just put it right on top like this. And okay, start with 1 stainless steel screw and 1 of the washers. Put it in here. And then we're going to put it right through into the connecting part for the front right and tighten it down. And be sure you don't use the black one here. The black screws are too long, too deep, and they will penetrate and come out the other side, and you're going to see it. So put your hand underneath and feel it. Make sure you're using the 4 stainless steel screws for the connection step. And that's what we're doing. We're not installing it on the Model Y yet, obviously. Okay, so see how that fits? Nice and flush. Make sure you use these here, not the black ones. All right, so now we'll do the same thing on this side. So 1 washer and 1 screw. Tighten it down. Some people lately have been asking about torque settings. We call it snug and tight. So we're not measuring things, we're not making things complicated. Just get it super tight. And once it's on the car, if you notice any kind of flexing on the Model Y front end, we'll show you how to tighten it down from underneath. But for right now, that's it. So check it out. The front lip, wide angle, is all put together. Glossy carbon fiber coated. Get some more pictures. Okay, so now we're under our Model Y. And first of all, I want to show the difference between the glossy carbon fiber and the satin black. And also I want to show you how strong and secure this is. It isn't going anywhere. It's rock solid. You'll see how it goes into the plastic area. So the red paint, or the paint of your Y, ends here below the bumper. And this is all the undercarriage, as we call it. Start with 1 piece of tape here, 1 here, 1 here. Hold it underneath and line it up. And make sure that you're here and here. Then, okay, Rob, if you would take over. Then, it doesn't matter if you're on or not. This is called the rough placement. Then we're going to hold this. Now you don't have to hold the middle. So then, you got to get this in a rough spot. Now, this gets really close to here. Again, we're doing a rough placement for a single man installation. Now, this is going to hold the weight because it's not heavy. Then we're going to come over here. And same thing. You line it up underneath, and you line it up here. And now we're doing temporary. Now go back to the center, make an adjustment. You want to be on the radius so it fits perfect. So when the screws go in, it holds. And then we make it tighter and tighter. And then we put some screws on. How about some more tape? So use about 6 pieces of duct tape or Gorilla Tape to hold it in place. And if you put the tape all the way down and around and underneath, you can really hold it tight, which is important to make sure you're perfectly centered on the radius of the black plastic. Then start screwing. Okay, the audio didn't come out so good when we did this, but we want to put one screw in the left side first. And then you want to go over to the driver's side. We recommend you put one screw in, and once it's nice and snug, you take the tape off. You'll see here, as we take the tape off, the self-tapping screws go right up against it, nice and flat and flush, and basically it fits in a lip. You'll know you're centered, you'll know you're at the right height. Then take the tape off of the other side, and then you can return to the passenger side, removing that tape. So one screw is holding up each half right now, and now you're going to look at the next spot. Now this is the one that's also on the radius with the curvature there of the air duct in the middle. So we're going to insert one of the self-tapping screws right here, and then we'll take this tape off. So those silver ones, of course, are the joining screws. Ignore those. But the black self-tapping screws go right up into the plastic, and it fits perfect on this radius of the lower undercarriage. And then same thing on the driver's side. Remove the tape. That way the tape's not hindering the alignment. But the alignment has to be directly underneath, and you have to lift it up so it meets right up with the radius or the curved part that fits into that channel right there. And now you've got 4 screws holding it up. So we're going to keep going, and all the pre-drilled out locations, you simply insert the black self-tapping screws and torque them up. And again, don't over tighten them. Use a nice handheld drill. Do it gently and slowly. You can do it by hand. They really bite through the ABS plastic underneath the car, and these self-tapping screws are perfect. You can use a hand drill like this. Just stop once it gets all the way in. You shouldn't have to ever loosen or tighten them in the future because they are self-tappers. So again, let's hit all of these locations. There's a total of 14 pre-drilled out holes that you'll put into the, we're calling it the front end rocker panel, because it's a panel designed to take on rocks. And if you ever want to replace this, a quick note, this piece of plastic underneath the car is very inexpensive. You can simply slide it back in and bolt it in. It goes all the way down there to the battery tray. It holds the speaker right there for the outdoor speaker. So again, this is reversible, and it's also very inexpensive if you wanted to ever plug up all the holes for some reason, if you ever wanted to take it off. Anyway, let's move on now and keep showing you how it's going. We're going to show you how to count them all. Make sure you've got all 14 locations here. And then we've got an optional additional screw technique coming up. We're going to show you for people that drive really fast. This will give you a little added adherence. So right now we're taking all the tape off, right? No tape's required. Okay, here we're going to count them all. We've got 2, 4, the joining 2, which connect the middle and the end, 6, 8, 10, 2 more joinings, and 14, all the way down. Self-tappers, designed for ABS plastic. It fits great. Don't forget about our radiator vent cover piece that pops right in here. It's a great cart. And this radiator is perfect for now. So protect it and cover that up with a new mesh. And lastly, you might notice we give you a lot of extra screws in the kit. So here is an optional 2 per side location or suggested locations if you want to use a couple of the extra self-tapping screws. Right on the front radius edge, if you want to reduce the possible flexing from air wrapping around under the fog lights, just pick 2 spots. As long as they're in the radius area, they'll be in the black plastic. We suggest about 6 inches apart, and you just simply pick a second location right here and tap it right through. This works great. I did it on my car. It really doesn't allow it to flex at all. All right, it's on nice and strong. So here's a nice video. Maybe you shoot over your shoulder. People want to know, how does it fit? Well, the whole car is moving. It's strong. It's not going anywhere. And again, remember, air goes through here, helping with downforce, pushing down. Other than that, honestly, everybody, it's only for looks. If you're going to take your Model Y and travel at 150 miles an hour, the spoiler might help, or 110. The spoiler might make a difference, and so might the front lip. But other than that, for all legal driving, this is it. All right, thanks again.